going back to the MAC days. We'll talk about that as we go a little deeper into this thing, but not their first meetings in ACC competition. And there's a bucket. 94-95, spent a couple of years right here. She said, I spent a lot of time at Virginia Tech in those days. This is where you came when you were looking for something to do. Nelson pulls it down. Boy, one thing. They're by 5 at the moment. And this is still up for grabs. Hokies grab the handle. Wenzel calling for it. There's why.
And this brought up the confidence that she sees in the Hokies right now. I'm seeing that new bounce that Coach Duffy talked about during pregame. She mentioned that this break did her team good.
The three-point line, but a distant shot that finally goes down.
Yep, and there's Kyla Freelon in transition with the answer again. Mckenzie Nelson has been so good at that pass up the floor this year.
Virginia Tech has put together this 6-0 run. Just 3 to shoot. Defender goes to the deck, leaves all kind of open real estate.
Get the last possession, get some momentum going into the fourth perhaps.
This possession to win the third quarter. And forcing it off the glass. Tender coming to life late in the contest.
Yeah, she's been really impressive in the last couple of minutes. Something that this Miami team has seen from her before. She was able to do.
We'll see what it does as we wade into the fourth period. Looking for a little help there initially. Now deciding to take it to the bucket. Proved to be the better option.
Yeah, Kyle really uses her offhand to block that defender going up strong. As a former defender in the ACC, I know myself that's a really hard shot to block.
Looking to add a little more. Instead, it holds it 53-41. There's a window there to shoot. Sometimes that makes it a little tougher. Rims off. Nothing tough about that. 16 points, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 6 of 9 from the floor for Wenzel in this one. And remember, limited time in the third quarter because
Kyle able to draw that foul.
I can say this about the officials. They're getting raised eyebrows on both sides. That usually means they're calling it both ways. Here's a whistle, and this is going to be an and one chance coming for Miami. Here's a look at what happened.
Going up strong on that play, a turnaround, using her body.
Quick pass inside. Well, in the end, 3.
That was a great call from Coach Kullup. Great pass from Kyle and a great strong finish from Osho. More looks on defense. They've been intentional about running plays on offense, and that's led them to more success than they had in the first half.
Yeah, still within the realm of possibilities, a Miami comeback, and that'll make it a little more likely. Very nice contest tonight. So now playing in that difficult scenario. And, keep in mind, that's a 3-point swing right there. That had the potential to be an and one if the call goes the other way. Still playing with force, and she lays it home.
Yeah, not too much of a concern right now with 3.5 minutes to go, but still might keep her from being as aggressive as she would be on the shot blocking front.
The lead 4. This would make it 7. It will. Timely 3 from Mckenzie Nelson. Down by as many as 18 in this second half. Miami looks for the lead, connecting on only a second 3-ball tonight. Now closing in on 80 seconds to go in a tie contest. Possession arrow would keep it on this end of the floor. Miami leads. 1 minute to respond for the Hokies. Nice feed. True finish.
What a play. That was such a good pass from Carleigh Wenzel. So much composure and patience in that possession.
Down to 7. Nelson. That's swatted away by Kyle. And Miami calling for a timeout with 2 seconds. Raviv is going to trigger the inbound. Into Kyle. Quick turnaround. And she's not able to work one through ahead of the horn.
Yeah, you speak of momentum. Miami definitely has that momentum going into this overtime period, and that's going to be really important when you only have a certain amount of possessions you can get out of it.
Well, Kyle, I go to your point a moment ago, Liz. Miami squarely enjoying the momentum right now, and that will build on it. Nice recovery by Osho to finish.
Definitely. Things are looking like they're coming much smoother for them on offense. Completely different look than we saw in the first half and even the third quarter. But things really starting to fall for them.
much needed bucket. Another fruitful possession for the Canes. And how about this attack of the basket for Raviv? She's one of 3 in double figures now for Miami with 13. Kempson 14. Kyle, of course, leading the way with 20. And Kyle disrupts this, but it's back in the hands of the Hokies. And free line, Kyle 20. The trio of leaders scoring-wise. And speaking of the scoring leader, she's got more coming. An and one chance.
In the open, hear that double. You see Karis Baker doing everything she can, but Kyle just able to grab that ball and finish strong.
And that's where she sits in the overtime period. 23 points to lead all scorers. Miami surges back